start now, waiting for the flag drop. Half of the circuit dry, half of it still wet. They're away. Tyre choice is going to be important, as Reg has just told us. Harrington through first. Halliday and Tony Marsh. Kevin McNamara up in second place. Harrington, McNamara, then Halliday. Then Mark Rutherford, then Marsh, then Reg Cook. The 10-lap race, the Shellsport Championship points. Down the back straight for the first time. This will sort a few out. Have a look under brakes. Kevin McNamara coming up the outside of Harrington. McNamara and Harrington neck and neck. The two similar Escort twin cam cars. McNamara in front. Have a look under brakes. Who's got the most traction? Harrington running slicks, we think. McNamara around first. Harrington, then Halliday, then Marsh. Starting to drop back now, some of them. You can see the huge speed differential and perhaps the ability to drive in the wet. But no question of Kevin McNamara leading Roy Harrington. The Escort twin cabs. Coming up into third place is Halliday. Cook back behind Mark Rutherford. McNamara. Harrington. Halliday. Warren Steele up there in fourth place. Having a go now. Warren Steele in the Nissan 1600. Starting to drop back just a little. Mark Rutherford. Meanwhile, McNamara is clearing out in front. While tyre choice might have been an important factor in this race, but the lead started to change already. Got a lap time. 120.2 miles an hour they're doing. 123.8 the lap time, so not far away from qualifying times, and obviously the circuit drying out very well. Halliday, Steele. Second and third battle. Roy Harrington dropping back. There's Reg Cook, number 100 in the Fisher Nissan Special. Kevin McNamara leads by an even greater margin. Starting to pull away. Warren Steele coming up the inside, improving his position. Steele into second place. Halliday third. There's McNamara, the race leader. Have a look as they go into the back straight. The third time, McNamara, then Steele, then Halliday, Harrington, Mark Rutherford trying to come up the outside. Reg Cook back in sixth place. Here's Kevin McNamara, the race leader. We'll try and talk to Reg Cook in just a moment. Here's our race leader, Kevin McNamara. Coming up under brakes. Into the hairpin. Really quite dry around that side now. And slicks might have been in quite a good gamble. Steele behind him, then Halliday, then Harrington. Cook in front of Mark Rutherford. Cook having a great little battle with Mark Rutherford. Can you hear us, Reg Cook?
Yeah, I can hear you, Tony.
Having a good little battle there with Mark Rutherford. What does the track feel like now?
The track's pretty good. Unfortunately, my clutch wasn't working off the line. I got a terrible start. I had to go like the Billy to catch up to these guys. I still don't have a clutch working properly.
What are your chances of catching the people in front of you now?
Watch me, mother. Just watch me now, Tony.
Okay, we'll leave Reg Cook there for a little while. Come back to him in a moment. Meantime, McNamara's time's out front, 1:16.03, which is 4 seconds off qualifying time. That's 132.5 miles an hour. At the end of the back straight, McNamara, Steele, Halliday, Harrington, Cook and Rutherford. Here's the race leader, McNamara. Kevin McNamara from Auckland. So he's out in front. Here's Steele. And the dice between Halliday and Harrington. Reg Cook that time coming around and having a great little dice with Mark Rutherford. Mark Rutherford from Christchurch, son of a very famous motor racing personality in Ron Rutherford. There's Cook in front of Rutherford. Distance crucial. Halliday and Harrington, second and third. Really making no impression on the leader, Kevin McNamara. McNamara going really well. Let's see if we can talk to Reg Cook again. Reg, I wonder at this point of the race if your gamble on tyres was the right one.
I made the wrong decision here.
Still having a great tussle there with Mark Rutherford. What does it feel like?
I got a bit of a problem. I haven't got a clutch, and it's very difficult to change gears for me. But the two guys, the guys in the front are on an intermediate, and that's why it's going so fast. And the tyres that I've got on now are definitely not suiting these conditions.
Mark Rutherford having a go almost past Reg Cook then. On the fourth lap, McNamara 1:15.1, getting quicker all the time. Top speed of 1:34.3. Average speed of 134.3 kilometres an hour for the circuit. So McNamara really pulling away now, lowering the lap times. He got down, he started at 1:23, then to 1:16, now 1:15.1. Steele catching him. Warren Steele from Taupo and the Sanyo Nissan 1600. Catching Kevin McNamara from Auckland in the Escort Twin Cam. Looked like McNamara had a huge lead there. And Reg Cook, as you may have been able to decipher from his words from the cockpit, he has no clutch, which makes driving rather difficult. Means you have to have the revs right when you change gears. Still driving and still competitive, but no clutch. So McNamara still leading from Steele. We might get a race of it yet. Harrington apparently has a problem with the mists in the engine. McNamara on the fifth lap has lowered the time again down to 1:14.9. Quickest time 1:14.9 for Kevin McNamara. So obviously the circuit drying out, tyres starting to adhere a little more. McNamara comes through past the start-finish line. Steele behind him. McNamara in between them, Steele's through safely. Starting to get into the traffic now. Just a little bit slippery there, but not bothering any of them at this stage. Castrol seems to be all right. 1:14.7 McNamara on the last lap, so he's bringing it down more again. Started off at 1:23, he's down to 1:14.7. That's a combination of the track drying out and him getting into the groove, as it were. Steele still catching him though. Halliday still in third. Look how much Steele has caught up on Kevin McNamara. Well, we might have an interesting tussle yet. Kevin McNamara looked like he was going to clear away. Steele's closing every part of the lap on him. Steele driving very, very hard indeed. McNamara down the front seems to be quicker in a straight line. Have a look at Steele. Through champion, the S section. He's catching all right. Taking slightly different lap, slightly different line, should I say. 3 laps to go in the 10-lapper. Is that going to be enough time for Warren Steele to catch Kevin McNamara? Out in front of this race, and they've really cleared away from the rest. See if we can get an update on track conditions from Reg Cook. Reg, the track seems to have dried out a bit there now. Is it almost like driving on a completely dry track?
Yes, it definitely suits the cars up the front with intermediate. I've got a problem at the moment with lack of oil pressure, and I've also got no clutch, so I've got a bit of a problem, but it's easy to drive on.
Reg, the lap times have come down from 1:23 for Kevin McNamara down to 1:14.7. Obviously, it's getting quicker.
Yes, it's definitely getting quicker. And it's going to get quicker yet too. We may even do a 12.
Reg having to turn off the switch for his radio telephone as he gets a bit busy in the corner there. Still attempting to talk to us. Try and call him up again. Getting a bit busy there, Reg. I think you missed your switch.
I think that lap times will come down yet. The circuit is definitely drying out. What I've got to try and do is go and get Don Halliday in front of me, but I'm definitely in a lot of trouble with my car, but the circuit is going to get down to probably 112 material.
We just had a lap time now for Kevin McNamara of 1:14.2, so it is certainly getting quicker. They're almost down to qualifying times. Okay, we're busy in the corners here. Through the S section, around Castrol, into the back straight. Tony Marsh has just gone past Reg Cook. Still driving without a clutch. Mark Rutherford there behind him going past. And it looks as though he's got a problem. So our co-commentator not having a lot of luck today in the Shellsport racing. See if we can get an update. What's the problem, Reg?
I don't know. I've lost all my drive. I think same problem as Bay Park, I would say. I've closed around this corner as far as I can to come and do the commentary for the next race.
Okay, Reg, thanks for talking to us. And back with the race leaders, we've got a great little battle with Steele trying to catch McNamara. Warren Steele has caught up in that gap. On the final lap now. He'll have to try and do it under brakes at the end of the straight if he's going to do it at all, because Kevin McNamara seems to have the legs on him in a straight line. 1:14 dead, the last lap time for Kevin McNamara. So in the space of the race, they've come down from lap times of 1:23 to 1:14. Here he is having a go under brakes. Oh, just braking a little later than McNamara, but not good enough. Couldn't get past. Have to sit in there and try and hop out again. Having a go all every which way. Warren Steele in the Nissan. Kevin McNamara in the Escort. These Escort twin cams, the engines in them started life 20-odd years ago. Done exceptionally well. Still a very competitive motor car. And lots of waves from Kevin McNamara's crew as he finishes first in the Shellsport race. Warren Steele behind him. Have a look back for third place. I think it will still